So this is my experience with TRT and why I will never ever come off for the rest of my life. Yeah, I kind of mean that. I'll explain why. So for the new guys that have joined my channel, thank you very much. And if you are watching and you are not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button. I don't know where it's going to be, somewhere, but please subscribe. I'm trying to grow out here. We need to grow. We need to push this channel a little bit. Right, okay. So when I first started steroids, I was powerlifting. I then bodybuilding. I'm going to fast track that bit. And I'm going to start with me wanting to kind of like, not retire, because I never really did bodybuilding. I did a couple of shows. But almost like think, nah, this isn't really for me, getting on, you know, the small thong and jumping on stage and posing, even though I won the shows, but I just really didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Even though victory is good when you're on stage and they raise your hand and, you know, you stand there in the lineup and there's 20 guys and then they call out the top three. I might even share a video. They call out the top three and then it's like number 3 and everyone's like, and then it's like number 2 and you're like stood there at the back thinking, shit, it's me. I'm number 1. I'm the last one. And they call your name and you get to the front and you do a pose and you get this trophy and they invite you to the British and it's a nice feeling, don't get me wrong, but maybe I didn't like the whole tanning and all that kind of shit. It just didn't suit me. Even though I loved bodybuilding, when I actually did bodybuilding, I didn't really enjoy it as much. So that was what it was for me. So I thought, okay, first and foremost, I don't need to be on steroids. Because at the time I was taking Testosterone, I was taking EQ, I was taking Anavar, I was taking GH, all sorts of stuff, like a mixture of a few, and then I would chop in with Mastron and Primo and all this kind of stuff. And I've tried pretty much every steroid out there. Well, I say that, but there's probably a lot that I haven't tried. And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm done with this shit. Let's come off and let's just go to a baseline dose of 250 milligram testosterone a week. Felt good, felt lean, felt big. I'll share a couple of pictures over here. I was in good shape. I was okay. I was happy with everything. I was happy with the way everything was going. I was like, yeah, do you know what? I can do this. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. So I dropped it down to 125 milligram per week. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? I look and feel the best I ever have. And around this time, I was like 31, 32 years of age. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. I'm okay. I'm good with this. I started doing regular blood work. Looked at my blood work and thought, okay, blood work's in check, everything's fine. Liver, kidney function, testosterone, estrogen, FSH, LH. I'm not going to go into the whole blood work, but my blood work was pretty decent. I was very impressed myself that the blood work was good because I did jack shit to get my blood work good back in those days. If anything, I was my own worst enemy trying to do everything wrong. But my blood work remained loyal to me. So then I thought, do you know what? Maybe, I don't need steroids. I'm going to come off TRT. Well, at the time, I just thought it was steroids. I thought it was low-dose steroid. Jumped off. Had the worst crash ever. The worst feeling ever for 3 to 4 weeks. I was like, whoa, this is not me. I feel soft. I feel tired. I feel lethargic. My libido's down in the shit. I just don't feel like I've got that get up and go drive. I had a business at the time. I had some property at the time, and the drive just wasn't there. And I thought, no, this is wrong. There's something wrong here. Banged in some 125 milligram of testy again. 2 weeks later, I felt good. I thought, okay, let's go and learn about some TRT. Let me see exactly what it is. Try doing some research online. There was no videos like this online. Nobody was explaining their experiences online on TRT like I am doing. So hopefully you guys can get some value from this. I flew out to the US. I went to Miami, I spoke to a few doctors. I went to New York, spoke to a few doctors. I spoke to a couple of well-known guys in the industry. Not going to mention any names. But in fact, I might put a picture over here of one of the guys that I spoke to. And if you know who he is, then you know who he is. If you don't, it's okay. And these guys were like the forefront, like the pioneers for TRT. Like before it was steroids or natural. That's it. Or you were steroids and now you are a fake natty. You know, or you used to take steroids, but now you don't take steroids, and now you're anti-steroids. I no longer take steroids. I don't want to take steroids, even though I used to take steroids, and I won world titles, and, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. A few bodybuilders that are now like, we don't take steroids. You should never do steroids. Bro, chill. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? You took too much. That's the issue. You took too much, bro. It ain't my fault. You took too much. If you'd been sensible like me, you won't be so anti-steroid. That's the thing with me. I didn't push it that way, and I'm not going to push it this way either. I'm very much in the middle. If anything, I'm on the low-dose side of it. That's why I can openly say I enjoyed taking them when I did take them. I enjoyed taking them. Now I don't take them in that kind of amount, and now do a TRT. I also enjoy TRT. I'm not anti-steroids. It's okay if you don't want to do steroids. By all means, you should. Just learn how to do them properly. So I went there, learned from the best guys in the TRT industry, and figured out what it is and how much to take and which body type should take what and what you should take with it to combat side effects with estrogen. Or AI's any good? Are they not? Should you be taking them? Should you be using them? And if you are taking them, how do you bring down low blood pressure? Oh, it's okay, we'll take some blood pressure medication. Oh, the cholesterol's out of whack. What we'll do is we'll take some statins. We'll take some beta blockers. We'll do this. Bro. Then you're back on everything again. So you think, this is a bit pointless. What the hell's the point of this? But anyway, I eventually figured out what it was for me. The best stack for me. Came back to the UK, and then ever since then, I've been experimenting on myself more than anybody. Blood work every single month. Yes, every single month, if not 6 weeks, definitely 8 weeks, did blood work. Multiple times a year. Every time I was in Thailand, every time I was in Pakistan, which was quite a lot, I was doing blood work. And now in the UK as well, I've got a good source in the UK to get my blood work done from. I will use them as well, which is Transform now in Birmingham. I don't think they've got a link down below, but ask me for it and I'll share the information. I might be able to share the number. I'll get permission. If I can share the number, I'll share it downstairs. I'll share it down in the description. They are based in Birmingham though. So I started TRT. And one of the main things for me whilst being on TRT was, can I do this for the rest of my life? Because when I'm on TRT, my sleep is unbelievable. It's unmatched. It's so good. If the room is dark and the room is quiet, I can sleep within 5 minutes flat. And when I wake up 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on how long I want to sleep for, I'm up like that. You know, like the Undertaker used to get up after getting chokeslammed, after getting slammed. Boom, I'm up and I jump out of bed. I do not sit in bed and play on my phone. I'm up and out. And I wake up with a raging hard on every single morning. So I know when I was on TRT, the stack that I do, of course, if you want to buy the TRT protocol, link is also in the description. If you follow it exactly like I do, your mood is amazing. You want to go and attack life. Your relationships are good. Every single thing that you touch just turns to gold. Everything that I wake up and every day I have this task of list of things to do and goals I want to achieve. It's never ending. I'm always adding to it non-stop. I can live 10 lifetimes. I'm never going to be able to fulfill those tasks. And that's how much my mind overworks in a good way, because I'm on some TRT. If I wasn't on TRT, and when I wasn't on TRT, and I know this for a fact, even though I had a business at the time, I was lazy, I was lethargic, low libido, didn't have the drive, didn't want to, I felt almost felt sorry for myself in a sense. Whereas now when I'm sad, I'm like, yes, good, because the good days are coming. When I'm a little bit of pain and there's a little bit of suck going on, there was a little bit of hurt going on, I'm like, yes, let me use this feeling to get better. Because I know how to control it. I know I'm on the best thing. I know my blood work's good. I know my body's capable of fighting this. I'm ready for it. I've got the armor. It is. People say to me, can you sum up steroids in one word? And the one word that I would sum steroids up with is recovery. That is the number one thing that steroids do for people out there. And TRT is recovery. It repairs every single thing. Your mindset, your body, your organs, everything gets repaired. People can say, how can it repair your organs? Listen, when you eat healthy, you metabolize food better. The protein synthesis is at the peak. Every single function in your body works at a peak level when you are on TRT. So when I was on TRT, I'm thinking, I don't ever want to come off this. How do I do it? Figured out how to make sure my blood work was perfect. And not by masking shit. You do not have high blood pressure and think, I'm just going to take some Ramapril, bring down the reading on the high blood pressure. No, if you have high blood pressure, figure out why you have high blood pressure. If it's steroid related, find out why it's steroid related and find a solution for that. Do not mask it. If you have anything wrong with your organs, anything wrong with your inside, figure out why it's happening. Do not mask it. Attack the problem head on. Do not say, I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm going to do a show and then I'm going to address it afterwards. No. When your blood work is shit, stop everything. What you're doing, address the issue. Do not put a band-aid, or as we call in the UK, a plaster over it. Do not mask issues. They're going to get worse down the line. For me, it's about longevity right now. So hopefully, guys, there you have it. I will never ever come off TRT. If you're on TRT like me, you want to do it a safe way, link is in the description. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. Look, I'm giving you free advice, as you know. All I ask for you to do is comment down below, like, and please subscribe. I'm trying to grow out here. I'm trying to push this page. Hopefully we'll hit 5K. That's the main goal right now. And then from there, we'll slowly progress to 10 and then 20 and 30 and hopefully, who knows how big this page is going to grow. If you guys keep commenting and keep liking, I'll keep making videos like this.